Hey, what's going on, all my friends? Welcome back to the Man Cave. My name is Eric. I am a part-time e-commerce store owner, mainly eBay, and full-time flipper. So, if you're new to my channel, this is my space. This is what I do. I've got one employee, and we're killing it right now. We're killing it. We're back up to over $5,000 a month. Gross sales, not net. I'm trying to put out 2 or 3 videos a week for everybody. Yeah, so today I've got a little bit of sourcing content I will show you, and then we'll get into a couple things I sold. So yeah, just so you know, I haven't had much luck sourcing really lately, or the things that I want at the right price. So I thought, you know what, I'm gonna check out Home Depot. I used to go there all the time. So let's go to Home Depot, we'll check that out. We'll stop by Ross, then we'll come back to the Man Cave and go over a couple sales. So I have not liked the sourcing opportunities that have been presented to me lately from my suppliers, and also garage sales are pretty much zero for me right now. So I'm down here at Home Depot to see what I can snag, and I'm going to be very selective, very selective. I haven't been down here in a while, and then depending on what I find here, might head over to Ross. So as always, I started in the garden center. That was a no-go. Now we're gonna hit the clearance racks on the middle aisle. Okay, so those Ego inverters are super tempting to me, mostly because I like Ego. They're only gonna bring me in about 20 bucks when everything's said and done. So I found another item. I'm gonna go grab a cart and I'll show you what it is. I'm not trying to overload myself right now. All right, guys, so I was in there like 20 something minutes. I spent $140, and if I do the math really quick, I have about $340 in profit. Yeah, there's like $450 in sales. So it's not too bad. Not too bad if you can find the right thing. I was pretty selective in there today. I only got things that I would make, like these transformer boxes, I'll make about $60 per. And these other deals, like $10 to $20 per. So, okay guys, I'm here at Ross now. Ross is one of those stores, it doesn't matter if you have too much inventory or not enough. You have to be extremely selective on what you buy. I've got some shoes from there that I've had for over a year. So I probably could have returned them, but I never did. So you only want to buy things that have the, it's got like a purple barcode on it. It's gonna be like 80% off or more. I've seen him cleats at 49 cents. I had a whole video dedicated to that. 49-cent cleats. Sold those for 49 bucks. So that's the kind of items we're looking for right now. We're not getting any like $10 items. It's got to be $5 or less. Plus 3 deep, still not enough. So here's your interesting fact of the day: is that clothing items sell at a 5% rate, which means you typically will be holding on to something for a year, unless you have that rare store that everybody follows and everybody loves. But I know how that is, because I do. I hold on to things for quite a while when it's clothing related, unless we're talking hot Nike shoes at an extremely good price. That's why we're being picky. Nothing. Okay guys, we just left there and there's no shame in that. There's no shame in being extremely selective with clothing. Now, some of those cleats were doable, and I have done some of those cleats at that price, the $16.99 for the Adidas, but the ones that I have are still sitting. So I'm gonna leave those ones for now, and I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait for Ross, maybe another month before I go back. Not too impressed. Hey, all said and done though, I will take 300 and what did I say, 320, 340? I spent about an hour after work doing this, showing a little sourcing, but yeah, if you can make 3 something after work, it's a good day. All right, here's my prime example of waiting your turn. They marked this down for $4. I mean, come on, $4. We got this for 20 bucks today, times 5. Okay, hopefully you found that interesting or influential, or you know, a wealth of knowledge for you. I've got other videos that are a little bit better as far as sourcing from retail outlets, but that's what I had today. That's what I had. So yeah, let's go over a couple sales. So I think today is the day the shirt comes. If it is, maybe I'll open it on today's video. Maybe I'll wait, we'll see. Okay, so sale number one. Sale number one is this vintage bowling ball bag. This thing is in such good shape. I would be willing to bet that most people that bowl go like twice a year. So this one is in such good shape. I got it for $1.50 down at the Goodwill, not Goodwill, like a mom and pop Goodwill. Sold it for $25 plus $12.50 shipping or so. And I'm just gonna wrap that in some bubble wrap and put it in a poly. You wanna see that? Since I get bubble wrap for free, I never hesitate to use a bunch of it. So instead of a box here and raising my cost, I use bubble wrap. This is something that's not gonna get damaged in a bag. So I'm just gonna tape this all up. And while I'm wrapping this up, if you guys don't know Dante from Prison to Profit, you might wanna check him out. He's got a pretty inspirational story. I don't know his whole story, but just the fact that, you know, he's becoming something real, and his channel name is Prison to Profit, goes to show he's made it a long way. He's almost at 2,000 subscribers. He jumped like 1,000 subscribers in less than like a week. So anyway, go check him out. Go check him out. He needs some more watchhours so he can monetize, and I think he's done great, and he's super motivational. So anyway, back to my wrap job. Okay, so I'm just taping that up. I'm gonna fold in the sides. Okay, so I've just taped it all up, kind of like Tommy Boy with his luggage, if you've ever seen that movie. Hopefully you have. And it looks a little janky, but guess what? It's fine. It's how I kept the price low for this individual, right? So if you have not invested in oversized polys yet, get the 24 by 24, and then there's a 24 by 20 or something. Get both of those. You know, you don't have to have hundreds, but every once in a while, a bag like this is gonna save you $3 on an item like that. One last tip is when you are shipping with one layer on something, a bubble wrap, don't use the kind of bubble wrap when you pop one, the entire row, or like the entire thing goes flat. Use the ones with single bubbles. That way you can pop 5, 10, 15 of them and it's still padded for the most part. Yeah. Okay, so that one's down, and okay, the other one that I was gonna highlight. So this one here, this is 3 boxes of slug killer, okay? Whenever you can find things like that for cheap, you know it's over £1, it's gonna cost to ship, consider bundling, okay? I took 3 boxes that cost me like $3 or $4 a piece, and I put them in 3 high, okay? So I brought my cost down on shipping, and the 3 boxes sold for $34.99. Yeah, $34.99. So anyway, bundle up bug killer whenever you can, and guess what? That same person next year is gonna need more slug killer. So keep getting it. It's a consumable. You will sell it time and time again. I don't know how many times I've said that, but keep buying bug killer, roach killer, ant killer, bee spray or wasp spray, all that stuff. On the collectible shelf, which does not get enough attention because my prices are way too high, we sold the Woody Wagon from Chevron. Remember back in 1998? Yep. So at the moment, I'm trying to remember what I have into this. I don't remember what I have into this. I think that I have like $1. I'd have to go look at my notes somewhere to see what I paid for this. Anyway, it sold for $22.99. Yeah, plus I paid shipping. So here's what's on my mind right now. I was listening to the B-Rocks earlier, and he's saying he thinks that when you put in a custom SKU in your listing that eBay favors that. I don't know if that's true or not, but what he does do with his custom SKU is makes a note of if it's $1 or less, or like $1 to $5, or kind of what the price is attached to his SKU so he doesn't forget. Like I just forgot there. I don't remember where I got that. I want to say I got it from private picking at that guy's place in, that town. I'll stop rambling. Okay, and the next sale is something that I don't have. It is a 20-pound dumbbell, which I just sold. You probably heard me say that in my last video when I was at the estate sale. So what I'm gonna have to do is see if this guy wants some 8s, and that's all I can offer him. I feel like a total putz. Can't believe I did that. I actually did that so much last year, like 4 times. They knocked me down from top rated seller. That hurts. So hopefully this guy lets me say that he asked for this to be let go, or else it dings me. Okay, if you guys don't know about this game, it is a complete 100% bolo. This is NCAA Football 14, okay? These are going anywhere from 80 bucks to 140 right now, but the price has dropped out. At the height of COVID, this was going for 140 all day long. So, I was doing retail arbitrage at that time, and there was a few games that I went ahead and paid up for. I don't want to tell you what I paid for this because I'll be embarrassed. Lo and behold, I have it up for $125, and I'm getting offers of 80 bucks because that's what it's going for. So I might have to hang on to this for a while. So I was just showing this because it technically would be a sold if I accepted the offer, but I'm gonna hold on. His latest offer was 95 bucks, and I'm not gonna do it. Okay, the next sale of the day was another Nike arbitrage, Nike retail arbitrage. So if you know these sweaters, they're about 50 bucks, right? The hoodies, 55 bucks, okay? So with all my discounts, I ended up getting these for $11. So I got 2, sold this one for $30. That was a best offer, charged $1.99 shipping, cost me 5 something. Now I've paid off the other sweater, so if I want to keep it for myself, I got a free Nike sweater. And everybody's like, wow, nice Nike sweater. I'm like, yeah, I didn't pay for it. But anyway, I'm gonna throw this into a poly and call it good to go. Okay, typically I always will double bag things like sweatshirts that are $50 shirts. I will put it in one poly bag and not tape it, and then slip it into another one and then seal that. It's protected from the adhesive on the bag. This actually weighed right at 1 pound, so I'm like trying to sneak by here. So this is getting 1 bag and minimal tape. Uh-oh, what do you think? You're sitting at 1.1. What would you do? Would you cancel that label, unpackage it, and put it in a flat rate, or just hopefully don't get busted? All right, guys, so that's going to do it for me today. So the 3 takeaways from today that I hope you kind of learned. Number 1 is something that I always try to remember is source selectively. There we go. Source selectively, and like, don't feel pressured like you have to buy something. You know, sometimes I go into Ross or something, I'm like, I gotta find something. I was okay walking out of there today with nothing. I mean, I still have like 60 pair of shoes over here. Like, why do I need more? I don't. So that was number 1. The other is sometimes you've got to figure ways of sourcing when other ways aren't working. Like all summer long I had yard sales, right? I don't have those right now. So I'm gonna have to go back to some retail arbitrage for probably most of the winter. So stock up for Q4 and figure out a good way to do it. New product is a good way to do it because Q4, people need Christmas items. And a lot of the time they want that to be brand new. Okay, and the final lesson of the day is not only make sure you know how much your things weigh before you package it and you print off the label, but make sure you have that item. I didn't have that dumbbell today. That's gonna ding me. So there's your 3 lessons, okay? This video's long enough. You guys take care and stay safe. I love you all. Thank you so much for all the my long-time subscribers and the people that are just joining on. So I have a good time on here with all of you. So let's grow together, guys. Peace out.